You're watching McKinney Vision. Online, on air.
This is late breaking news from Eyewitness News 5.
The Amber Alert is an acronym for America's Missing Broadcast Emergency Response. It's a volunteer program that was organized by the U.S. Department of Justice. Basically, when officials see the need, they contact broadcast and news outlets, Department of Transportation communicators, and other law enforcement to relay vital statistics and information of the missing child. Just last Mother's Day, McKinney Police issued the alert.
The way that it works is when a law enforcement officer has determined that an abduction has actually occurred, that it's met the criteria for the Amber Alert, law enforcement will then contact the state transportation officials and local broadcasters to broadcast the information that was given in the Amber Alert. The information given in the Amber Alert is then broadcast over the television, radio, and street or highway signs. Police officers responded to a call for service in regards to a possible child abduction. When the officers got on scene, they contacted the complainant. The complainant was there with his mother, which was the grandmother of the child. When the police officer was talking to both individuals, they learned that the ex-wife has had court-ordered supervised custody or supervised visitation of the child. So they were waiting at the park for the mother to show up. So the mother shows up to the park and takes the child and begins walking around the park. And the father of the child and the grandmother just sit back and watched, and that was their supervised visitation. As the mother's walking around the park, she walks around the side of the pond and immediately picks the child up and takes off running. The father begins to run after the mother. He's able to catch up with her. She's jumping into a van. He's able to get the license plate and vehicle description as she drives off. As a result, all that information and everything that was involved met the criteria for the Amber Alert. We contacted the local media, we contacted the state transportation officials, and that information was immediately put out. So throughout that day, we continued our investigation and we're looking for the child and the mother. And the way that we found her was that a citizen who had actually seen the information on the highway, had actually heard the information broadcast over the radio, was sitting in the Cabela's parking lot in Allen. And she looks up and she sees the suspect vehicle with a mother and a child in it, believes it's the individual involved, immediately contacts the Allen Police Department. Allen Police Department responds to the scene and takes the mother and child into custody. So the Amber Alert worked exactly as it was designed, and it was the help of the citizens through the information that was put out that allowed us to recover the child.
It works a bit like severe weather warnings and is proven to save lives. It's a combination of good police procedures, quick communication through various agencies, and then community involvement. It's a program that no one wants the need to use, but it is vital to the safety and well-being of all children. And it worked in McKinney when a family needed it the most. Amy Rosenthal, McKinney Vision.